So, what did I think about the Lisa? Can you feel the Lifetime or Lisa Nicole Jam movie on Lifetime? What did I think? Um, Lisa Velez, got a lot of respect for her as a person. Back in the day, like a lot of cats, of course she had a crush on her. She was an attractive woman, and she was young, your age range, and you're looking at her, and walking down the street. Remember, "Can It to Take Me Home," which was a jam. Love that song at the time. It was catchy, and it reflected like a cross between R&B and hip hop with a pop vibe. The vocals was on point, everything, and it came out good. I liked it at the time. Um, she was Puerto Rican female artist, and but she gave me now the interesting thing about her. Her solo career rise predated Janet Jackson's and a couple others, but she was a stylish artist, so it was kind of like, but not someone that and it still felt like a double Junior Whopper version of Janet Jackson at the end, anyway, with some of the stuff that she ended up doing. Little Jackie, you know, Lost in Emotion had crossover hits. I thought her voice was tinny. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I'll tell you one thing: when the Let the Beat hit him, that was my jam back in '91. I thought, wow, she's starting to really sing, because a lot of stuff I just kind of thought of was cute, fluff. But Let the Beat hit him was my jam. I was pleasantly surprised that came out of her, because I never really looked at her as a vocalist, and that was on point. Now, she dealt with the isms in the industry, racism, and all the isms she had to come through it. Obviously, the industry ain't changed much, the same old same. And so, and she overcame breast cancer and dealing with personal situations, and I got much respect for her as far as that. You know, what did I think about the film though? I thought it was corny. It looked like it was shot on the back lot, and it was one-sided, because the problem I got, there was no mention of Full Force. And I respect Coke Jam, because they did play, and they weren't just a Milli Vanilli. They weren't that. There's always that one person in the group you wonder what they do. Like Andrew Ridgely with George Michael, Pras with the Fugees, Jerome Benton with the Time. Like, what do y'all do? And those guys could actually play. They weren't just there to be doormat and just sit there, but because of her appearance and appeal, that's what sold Lisa in the Coke Jam. So, right there, I'm like, well, how come the cats are getting downplayed, and how come Full Force ain't getting no love? Full Force was a machine, regardless of where you came down with them. They were a hit making machine. People talk about obvious '80s production teams like Alain Babyface, Jam and Lewis, and you can mention now Roger and Bernard Edwards at the start days, and of course with Quincy Jones, and I can go on. But they were one of the biggest hit makers of the '80s, especially in the mid to late '80s going onward, and they were a balance of what was happening in pop and R&B and with hip hop, and of course their track record still goes on. So I didn't understand the omission of not including more Full Force aspects. Hearing the story of a young artist getting taken advantage of, and in so many ways, with bad deals and politics and all the other stuff, it's common in the industry. But I just don't think there was an imbalance. I think the film felt like weak sauce. So I thought it was a disservice to Full Force, a disservice to the rest of the cats in Coke Jam. She wasn't by herself. I understand her story is quite incredible, and I will acknowledge that. But I didn't think that it didn't go into totality. It didn't go into depth about all the parts and all the pieces. So when you get a half-hearted story, you never get a conclusion, and it therefore leaves a lot of lingering, like, what's going on with this? To make matters even worse, she's promoting herself solo now, and Coke Jam got a replacement, and you never replace the original. You know how that go. So somebody's gonna say, "Hey, you good, but you ain't so and so." So you know how it goes. But anyway, I watched it, and I just couldn't really get into it, because I remember their story, and I remember when they came out, and it just was so whitewashed watching that mess on Lifetime. Because Lifetime movies, they feel like broke Tubi movies, and Tubi is broke, but they feel broker than Tubi movies. I mean, it's like a broke BET movie. You're like, come on now, you gotta come with something. The wigs were bad, and the vibe felt generic. So, but I mean, her story did need to be told, because she was an impactful for her time and her era. She did predate a Paula Abdul and way before Jennifer Lopez, stylish. She just never got the next level shine, though. Not like that. But I respect her as a person, what she went through. I just wasn't feeling the movie. That was all. So that's my thoughts and takes on that Lisa film that was one-sided, and it needed to have more full force, more Kojab, and more personality. That's where I left feeling like it was whitewashing, very one-sided. But anyway, tell me what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hand, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.